Do you love me?
Yes. God, yes. I can't help myself. I will always love you. I do love you. It's just not possible.
Anything is possible if you want it badly enough. Just know that you'll always be part of Jack's life, no matter what happens with you and me.
Not if Taylor has anything to say about it. I can't believe that she's actually going to come here and take him away.
She's gonna be here any time.
Is there something we can do to stop her? I know you said she's getting better, but still.
She has a right to see her son, Brooke.
She's been so unstable lately.
I know. I know, I'm in complete agreement with you. I don't want her to take this boy from this house. It doesn't feel right to me.
Well, why am I not shocked to find you here?
Rick, what are you doing here? What's going on?
I'm here to support Taylor.
Does Rich know you're over here?
I came over when Nick told me what you're about to do.
Oh, of course he did. You two share everything. That's right. That's the reason the whole marriage fell apart.
I know this is a complicated situation, but for you to come over here and want to take the baby out of his own father's home.
Don't you dare tell me what to do about Jack. The baby needs his mother, and it's about time you accepted that that person is me. It is not you.
No one is questioning your role as Jack's mother.
Can't you see? She just can't wait for me to be out of Jack's life. She can't. She's practically salivating at the idea.
That is not true.
Yes, it is. But my name is on the birth certificate. The baby is mine. I carried him. I did the labor. He's my baby.
I know that.
You really think that I believe this ridiculous story that you made up, that this whole thing is an accident? Like you and your daughter are these altruistic patrons of scientific research. Like you graciously just donated one of your eggs for the betterment of mankind.
Taylor, I don't think
No,
that's...
no. Now, why was it that you even had an egg to donate in the first place? Oh, yeah, I remember. That's what it was, that you were having fertility tests done to see if you could give my husband a baby because you found out that I couldn't. That's exactly what you did, isn't it? So when was it? When was that point when you thought, oh, hey, I know, I'll just have my daughter, the doctor, implant that egg in Taylor and let her be the incubator and let her do the delivery and all of the work. And then while she's recovering, I'll run around his office in these tiny little dresses and try to get him to fall for me. Soon the marriage will fall right apart. Well, you know what? That's not going to happen. I talked to an attorney.
That's enough. We are all in agreement that the boy is ours, yours and mine. I thought we were finished with all of these conspiracy theories. It was an accident. It was fate. Call it whatever you want. What happened, happened. Now we all move forward.
Fine. You know, I personally don't care what Brooke does with the rest of her life, but if anybody is moving forward with Jack, it'll just be us. I don't want Brooke a part of any of it. Okay? I don't even know what she's doing here. She's the one who ruined our family.
What is going on? Why are you doing this? Because you certainly aren't acting like you were the other day. And you certainly don't seem stable enough to handle a child.
Because I had hoped when I came here that I wouldn't find her here, but I did. And please, I just need to be with the baby. Just please let me just take the baby and I'll just go.
Nick? Taylor and I have talked a lot about this, and at first I had my reservations as well, but she's worked really hard. And she's pulling herself through this. I mean, she's baby-proofed the house. The house is ready, and I think she's doing very well, despite the circumstances.
Define well.
Mom, please, can't you see your very presence is driving her crazy, and can you blame her?
Honey, look, I think that you and I should give Taylor and Nick some time to talk.
Don't do this. Don't take this baby out of his home.
So you came here with Taylor to support her?
Yeah. She needed a friend.
But Taylor needs more than just a friend to lean on. She needs psychological help. She's an alcoholic. She's delusional.
All right, Mom, please, will you stop saying that stuff?
You heard her. She was practically accusing me of causing this whole situation.
Well, if you look at it from her point of view, can you blame the woman?
It's ridiculous.
Not to Taylor. Mom, the woman has been through hell. And I care about this woman.
Of course you care about her, sweetheart. We all do. I mean, Taylor's been intertwined in our lives for years. But if I were you, I would stay clear of this situation. She is a walking disaster. And if she starts drinking again, I don't want you anywhere near that.
I'm not gonna abandon her when she needs me the most, Mom. I'm sorry.
Oh, God. This is just such a complicated situation.
Doesn't have to be. I came here today because I wanted to make sure that Nick did not give Taylor any trouble. She has every right in the world to be with her son, and I don't want Nick standing in her way.
Taylor, I'm asking you not to take my son from me.
Nick.
He's had such a tough time in his young life. I'm asking you, can we leave him here in his home? Because a child needs stability. He needs a routine. You can see him anytime you like, day or night. You know that. I would never keep you from him. I would never do that.
I would never do that to you either. But I'm taking him home with me. He needs to be with his mother.
How could Nick think that Taylor would just walk away from her child like that?
Because she did.
No, she didn't, Mom. She just needed some time for herself. Okay, and now she's back, and Nick is trying to spin this into something that it's not.
Honey, Nick isn't doing anything malicious. He just wants what's best for little Jack, as do I.
Yeah, and that would be his mommy.
Look, I know you think that Taylor's ready to take care of that little boy, but I'd like to see her get her wits about her a little bit more. I mean, she seemed really paranoid about all those conspiracy theories. I'm just concerned about Jack. Can't you see that?
Yes, I can. Mom, Taylor, she was off track for a while, but now she's back, and she needs her son.
Sounds like he's awake.
Let's go check on him.
We could take the back stairs.
Okay. Mom, hang on just 1 second. I want you to know that I know this is difficult for you, and I sympathize with you. You feel responsible for Jack, and it's understandable, but Taylor's his mom, and she's going to take very good care of him, okay?
I'm truly sorry that you misunderstood my intentions when I left the house.
Well, it seemed pretty clear to me that you were leaving us both.
How in the world could you think I would do something like that? Why would I do that? That's my baby. He's everything to me now more than ever.
Well, that may well be, but all I've seen so far is inconsistent behavior from you. And now you're asking me to let you take my son from my house to your house.
He's all I have left. I need him, please, Nick. I'm not your enemy here. I want us to share our son. I want us to find a way to do that. We can find a way. We'll find a way to make it work, I promise.
I feel responsible because I know that you feel hurt and I know that you feel alone, which is a big reason why I'm concerned about you taking Jack.
No, it was my fear that was making me out of control. That's it. And unfortunately, my greatest fear is what I found out was true. So now it's all out in the open. There's nothing else to find out, and my fear is gone. The fact is, I never really even had you. Listen, I'm asking you not to give me a hard time about this, okay? I am taking Jack, and I am leaving. And I'm asking you to respect that when he's in your care, that I don't want Brooke anywhere around him. hand me my baby.
You can visit him anytime you want. You don't have to take him.
I am his mother. I am not going to visit my child. I'm taking him home.
This is his home.
No, he has separate homes. He has 2 separate homes because his parents are separated, and we know why. Come on, Nick, you know me. Come on. Let me just take him. He'll be safe. You know that.
Willie,
Yes.
you can't drink around this boy.
I won't.
I knew it. I knew I was right.
I confided in you and James. I didn't want it to go anywhere else.
Do what is right for this little boy, Taylor.
I am. Please give me my child. That'd be just like you, wouldn't it? To go and kick me while I'm down and use that against me. Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because I'm not drinking. I haven't had anything to drink. Just give me the baby. I'll call you, and we'll make the rest of the arrangements, okay? Can you take me home now?
Yep.
Go.
I'm sorry. You know this is the right thing.
I can't believe this. She's been drinking?
She's not drinking now.
No, she is. Look at her. She's an emotional basket case. Nick, what if she gets the baby home and he starts crying again? And then she starts drinking? What then? You said so yourself. It's just too risky. Please, get little Jack back here where you know he's gonna be safe.
She'll have one night with him. I'll have my son home tomorrow. Storm's agreed to act as my attorney.
Oh, good.
We've got to be careful how we handle Taylor. She wants to be alone with her son, but I cannot allow her to be with him if there's any threat of her drinking again.
Why didn't you tell me she was drinking again?
Because I wanted to protect her.
Protect her? Well, thank God nothing happened to Jack.
I was with him the whole time. I wasn't going to let anything happen.
Yeah, well, now she's alone with him. God knows what's gonna happen now that you're not there to monitor her drinking. Nick, it scares the hell out of me to think that Jack could be in danger.
It scares the hell out of me, too. Thanks a lot for coming over. Come in, come in.
Well, you're welcome. I'm just sorry to hear about you and Taylor.
Thank you. I'm worried about Taylor. Like I told you on the phone, she hasn't been herself lately.
Yeah, well, she's had a tough time of it the last 2 years. You know, the drunk driving accident that killed Darla, having to spend time in jail. I'm surprised, though. I thought she'd gotten herself straightened out.
She had, but then she started drinking again.
Is that true?
Unfortunately, it is. She's not drinking right now, but for her to fall off the wagon like that and then want to be alone with Jack. She's unstable. She's been that way for months. What I need to know is how do we protect ourselves as well as my son?
Well, I gotta tell you, Nick, it doesn't make much sense. I mean, the picture you're painting doesn't sound like the kind of woman that Taylor is at all. Why don't we just back up a little bit, and you can tell me a little bit how she came to this change in behavior. Brooke, you didn't have anything to do with this, did you?
Yes, I did, but it's not the way that you're thinking. I'm Jack's biological mother.
So, of all the eggs to be accidentally mixed up, what a shocker.
Yep. We were all shocked when we found out what happened. But Taylor's the one that's had the most difficult time with it.
Oh, understandably so. Now I can see why she's become so unglued.
She's emotionally unstable. She's a woman with an alcoholic past that's admitted to drinking again.
All right, so what do you want to do about this, Nick?
I don't want to take away her parental rights completely, but I do want to be in control of my son and the situation. At least until Taylor's proven beyond a reasonable doubt that she's pulled herself back together.
Well, it is true that being in Taylor's care does put your child in a potentially risky situation.
The safety and well-being of my son is all that matters here. That's why I want to ask for an emergency custody hearing first thing tomorrow morning.
Okay, so what you're asking for is an emergency hearing to determine custody on the basis of your opinion that Taylor is temporarily unfit to care for your child, right?
I want to go about this as careful as we can for Taylor's sake.
I understand, but if you want to remove your child from Taylor's care immediately, then we have to build a case against her. We have to prove how unstable she is.
I know that, but just do it as respectfully as possible. I don't want to drag through the mud.
Well, you said that Taylor herself admitted to drinking and that she's had a hard time connecting with Jack, right?
The bottom line is I don't want her alone with my son, not until she's proven she's stable.
I understand you don't want to take away her parental rights completely. You just want to make sure that any visitation Taylor has with Jack be supervised.
Exactly.
Okay, well, now that I have all the facts, I can understand why you'd be concerned. Why don't I just go ahead and make a few calls, see what I can do.
I know this is hard for you.
Just hate doing this to Taylor.
I hate it too. But we have to think about Jack, what's best for him. You're doing the right thing.
About this at all?
Sometimes, sis, you gotta grab happiness when you can.
Whoa. Do I smell trouble in paradise? What did Brooke do now, huh?
She didn't do anything except just be herself, and it's kind of making me a little nuts.
Something to do with Nick's baby, the one that she's accidentally the mother of?
Nick and Taylor split up,
Surprise, surprise.
and I put my wedding on hold until Brooke can figure all this out.
Which will be like forever.
Well, now you're sounding like Taylor.
I can read the tea leaves all by myself. Good luck.
God, every time Brooke and I are so close.
Did you ever stop to think that, maybe it's just not meant to be? Okay, I'm sure you two will work things out.
Okay, great, thank you. Well, we're on luck. I was able to arrange for an emergency petition to be heard first thing tomorrow morning. Process servers on their way over to Taylor's to serve the papers.
Thank you.
Well, I better get home, get to work, so we're prepared for tomorrow morning. See you in court.
See you in court. God, what a mess. Never thought I'd be battling for custody of my son.
Taylor's given you no choice.
Seems like there should have been some other way.
Well, there wasn't. And I can't help but think about Rick's involvement in all of this.
When did he become so close to Taylor?
Seems strange.
Well, maybe it's a good thing. If Jack comes home to us, she'll need somebody there for her.
My son, of all people?
Well, he seems committed to it. He's a good guy.
But why? Where is this coming from?
Taylor's probably gotten the papers by now.
She must be feeling horrible.
I'd imagine so.
I'm sorry, Nick, but I know the pain of losing custody of your children. Happened to me last year, thanks to Stephanie.
What you went through last year with your kids wasn't your fault. You weren't emotionally unstable. You weren't drinking. You were completely innocent. Stephanie used you. This is totally different.
Well, whether it's Taylor's fault or not, it's still a terrible feeling having your child taken away.
Brooke, you gotta stay committed to this. You told me that I was doing the right thing by putting Jack first. Remember? Regardless of what Taylor goes through.
That must be Taylor.
Hello.
How could you do this to me? An emergency petition for custody of Jack?
You left me no choice.
What do you mean I left you no choice? You left me no choice but to walk away from this marriage. God, you know that it killed me. It broke my heart, but I had to do it for my own sanity. I couldn't deal with this. Why? I mean, you know I've already lost you. Why do you want to make me lose my baby?
Taylor, I believe you will pull yourself together eventually, but for right now, I think it's too soon for you to be alone with Jack.
I can't believe I'm even hearing you say this. What do you mean it's too soon for me to be with Jack? I don't think you want me to have custody at all. I think you want to take him away from me completely.
That's not the case, I promise you.
Well, I know exactly who's responsible for this. It's the same person who's responsible for everything I've ever lost in my life. It's Brooke. She wants my baby. I know that's what she's up to. And I promise you one thing. She has taken 2 of my husbands. She is not going to take my baby. I swear to God that is not going to happen. So you can just tell her to forget it. I swear you and Brooke are not taking my child.
Won't be long before you're home now. Home where you belong. The old man taking care of you. That you can count on.
What are you thinking, Nick? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to our child? I can't believe it.
Hello?
Please don't. Please, Nick, please don't go through with this today.
I don't want to do this, but I do want what's best for our son.
Fighting for custody is not what is best for our son. Please, I love him. I would never put him in danger, Nick. Please, you know that I'm a good mother.
You're an amazing mother. When you're stable, I just think you need some more time to get on your feet.
You're wrong. Mentally and emotionally, I'm fine. I'm just fine.
Taylor, the way you behaved here yesterday,
If you think for 1 second I would ever do anything to harm our baby, you've got to be kidding me. Why are you thinking this about me? I would never do anything like that, Nick. I mean, I know what's really going on. I know this is all Brooke. I know that is the reason you want to take custody. I know that. That's why you're doing this. That's why you're motivated to do this, isn't it? Am I right? Just answer me, Nick.
I'm sorry. I'll see you in court.
Why are you trying to take my baby? I don't deserve this! I hate you, Brooke!
Son of a bitch, who the hell does Nick think he is, treating Taylor that way? First he fails as a husband, now he prevents Taylor from raising Jack.
You don't have all the facts, Ridge. Taylor is struggling, and Nick is concerned about his son.
Of course she's struggling, because you're the biological mother of Jack.
And that was difficult for all of us to accept. But Taylor's problems go way beyond that.
In what way?
She admitted to Nick that she'd been drinking again. And whether it be 1 drink or 100 drinks, the fact still remains Taylor is an alcoholic. She shouldn't be alone with that boy. I mean, think about it. What if she were alone with RJ and suddenly she snapped? We're talking about a little baby boy's well-being here. He needs to know that his parents love him and protect him. And Taylor is certainly not capable of that. She has no business being anywhere near or definitely not being alone with that little boy.
I know the kind of mother Taylor is, probably better than anyone. And you know what, Logan? I can't believe how wrapped up in all this you are. And honestly, it shocks me that you're still supporting Nick the way you are. For you to be acting this way, for you to know the intimate details of Nick and Taylor's life as much as you do, I'd say you're still seeing him. So tell me, Logan, how involved are you with Nick Maroney?
Who was that on the phone?
It's Taylor. She is very upset.
This is such a difficult and very, very sad situation, but the only way to make sure that that little boy of yours is safe and protected is for the judge to grant you custody. Nikki, you don't have a choice.
Logan, don't confuse what I'm feeling for my being insecure. I'm not. I love you. I always will. You know that.
And I will always love you, too.
You have an attachment to Jack. That also means an attachment to Nick. I love you, Logan. I have every intention of spending my life with you. But you're not ready. You're still wrapped up in Nick's life too much. There isn't a doubt in my mind you and I are going to have our happily ever after. But if you continue to consume yourself in Nick and Taylor's life, you're just going to delay that life that you and I have worked so hard to have. It's all right there, Logan. The future that I know in my heart we were always meant to share. When that will be is up to you.
Rich! Rich, wait! Rich! Taylor has already admitted that she's drinking again. She is extremely on edge. I'm just so afraid that if Jack is with her, unsupervised, something awful might happen. You're not being unreasonable, you see. You're just putting your little boy's safety first.
Come in, come in. Please, tell me we're ready.
Yes, everything is in motion for the hearing, but I just need to make sure that you're not having second thoughts about this.
I just hate the thought of doing this to Taylor.
Do you know there's no other choice?
Brooke is right. And thank you for coming. I know what it means to Nick to have your support. Of course, you do have your own reasons for wanting to be at the hearing.
Oh, no, don't worry. Stormy knows that I'm Jack's biological mother.
Well, then, of course, you want to be in the courtroom. It is your child we're talking about, too.
Well, I am concerned about Jack. But part of me wonders if I should even be there at all, given the history that I have with Taylor. I don't want to fuel the fire. Excuse me, let me get that.
Come on in, sit down, sit down. Come on, come on.
Hello?
Mom, it's me. I'm going to make this really quick. Please do not come to the courthouse today. Taylor blames this entire situation on you, and your presence is just going to be bad for everybody.
Honey, I care about what happens to little Jack.
Well, just let Nick handle it. Just promise me you won't be there, okay?
Okay. I won't come.
Thank you.
That was Rick. He asked me not to come down to the hearing today. Apparently, Taylor's blaming me for all of this.
What did you say?
I told him I'd stay away. I think that's what's best.
Look, Brooke, I can understand why you might not want to be there, but I need you to reconsider if you really want Nick to get custody.
Why do I have to be there at the courtroom?
Look, I promise not to call you unless I need to, but I may need your testimony.
I know what Taylor's going through. I'd really rather not be there.
I'm not going to press you on this. It's your decision.
Brooke, please think who this hearing is about. Your biological son.
I know. You're right. I should be there. I need to be there. But you'll only call me to the stand if absolutely necessary.
I promise.
And I'd rather that Taylor not see that I was there. Is that possible?
Yeah, I can find your room down the hall and call for you if I need you, okay?
Okay.
You ready, Nick?
I'm ready. Let's do this. Thanks for being here. I won't push you to testify, I promise.
But if I'm needed, I will. I will do anything to protect Jack.
Thank you.
Where is Stormy anyway? I'm supposed to find that room for me to wait in.
Right.
I mean, the whole idea was to avoid Taylor, right?
We're here a little early. Why don't you just wait and I'll go try to find him. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
What the hell are you doing here, Brooke? You promised Rick that you wouldn't come.
I know. And then Storm said that it would be better
What is
if
Storm doing here?
he's representing Nick.
You're going to testify against me, aren't you?
Look, I know what you're going through, Taylor. I was in your same position last year, remember? And it was the most horrific ordeal that I ever had to endure.
Oh, and well, wouldn't that make you happy right now? To see Nick walk off with custody of the baby so that you three can waltz off and be one big happy family?
No, it was never my intention to hurt you. Or Nick's. We just want to make sure we do what's best for this child.
Oh, what? Didn't you really want to say my child? Isn't that what you really wanted to say? Because today is the culmination of your whole plan.
No!
No, you have poisoned everything in my life. You poisoned Ridge against me. You poisoned Nick. And now you want to take my son away from me.
You better calm down, because
No!
if anybody hears you, this is not going to help your case.
Oh, why do you care? Why do you care? You have ruined everything in my life. I'll never have a normal life now, and I'll be damned if you take my son away from me. I swear you will not do it. Jack belongs to me. Have you got that? I told you not to come here. Don't interfere in my life.
Order in the court! I want order in this court immediately!
Your Honor, my client apologizes for her unexpected outburst, and we want to assure you it won't happen again.
Counselor, I don't want to hear any excuses. This is a courtroom, not a boxing ring. Now, if you'll please be seated, we can begin.
Mother, can I talk to you for a minute, please? What the hell are you doing here?
Storm wanted me here. He said he'd call me to the stand only if absolutely necessary. I never wanted Taylor to see me.
Oh, it's too late for that now. Just
The Circuit Court of Los Angeles County, case number 041749, Maroney versus Maroney. The Honorable Judge Hillard Friedman presiding. Court is now in session.
We're here because of an emergency hearing regarding the safety of Jack Hamilton Maroney.
There is no emergency, Your Honor. I am the legal mother of this child, and I have every intention of being a very good mother to my
Dr.
son,
Maroney.
and I will not take him away from me.
Dr.
Do you hear
Maro-
me, Nick?
Order.
Do you hear me, Brooke?
Please
you will not
restrain your
take him
client.
from my body. I carried him in my body for 9 months. You know that, Nick. You know I wanted him, and
Dr.
I'm not
Maroney.
letting you. You won't do it ever. Never. You won't do it.
All right, let's try this again, shall we? And may I remind you, I expect order in my courtroom. We're here on the matter of an emergency petition regarding the custody of Jack Hamilton Maroney. Are the parties ready to proceed?
We are, Your Honor.
Mr. Logan, it's your client's petition.
We're ready now, Your Honor.
Call your first witness.
We called Dr. James Warwick.
Mr. Warwick, please take the stand.
I'm sorry. I was subpoenaed. I didn't have a choice.
Dr. Warwick, you've had a long-term association with Taylor Maroney, is that correct?
Yes.
Both personal and professional?
Dr. Maroney is a very good friend. She's also a highly respected psychiatric colleague.
Did Mr. Maroney recently engage you to counsel his wife?
Yes.
And why is that?
Well, the reasons for psychiatric counseling are confidential.
Well, I understand that. However, Mr. Maroney wasn't your patient at the time, so why did he want you to see his wife?
Dr. Maroney was going through a stressful period. He thought perhaps I could help her through that.
And what was Taylor Maroney's reaction to her husband calling you?
She was grateful.
Because she knew she was in emotional trouble and needed help?
Your Honor, I object. It's pejorative and calls for a conclusion.
Goes to the heart of the matter, and I think the witness is qualified. I'll allow it.
Dr. Maroney was in an extremely stressful situation. She welcomed the help. She should be commended for that, not condemned.
No. I assure you, nobody here wants to condemn Taylor Maroney. Our only concern is what's best for the child.
Dr. Warwick, you stated that Mr. Maroney engaged you to help his wife sort out the emotional issues she was dealing with.
That's correct.
Do you feel you were able to do that?
Yes.
And do you feel now that Dr. Maroney has been restored to a satisfactory emotional state?
Objection, Your Honor. That calls for a conclusion even this witness can't make.
No, Mr. Logan, I disagree. I'm interested in Dr. Warwick's evaluation.
Dr. Maroney is a fine, loving woman. She's already raised 3 wonderful children, one of whom is sitting right over there. She is also an excellent psychiatric professional. After the birth of this last child, she experienced issues which were due to circumstances way beyond her control. She is dealing with those issues now, and I believe she will make as fine a mother to this baby as she has been to her other children.
I have nothing further.
Few questions on redirect, Your Honor, if I might.
Very well.
Dr. Warwick, you are aware, aren't you, that Taylor Maroney is an alcoholic?
Dr. Maroney is a recovering alcoholic.
Recovering, meaning she's not drinking now.
Yes.
How long would you say it's been since she's had her last drink?
Well, I'm not certain. I mean, virtually all alcoholics backslide occasionally.
Mm-hmm. Well, didn't she admit to you, in the presence of her husband, that she recently had taken a drink? In fact, she'd had more than one drink. Dr. Warwick, please answer the question.
Yes.
And didn't she later admit, also in the presence of her husband, that she's been experiencing delusions and hallucinations and that she herself is worried about her condition? Isn't that true?
Yes, but what you have to understand...
And this is the woman that you say is stable and prepared to be a wonderful mother.
That is why she left the marriage. She was aware of those issues, and she recognized them. Dr. Maroney is a psychiatric professional. She is doing the best that she can do to handle this situation.
Dr. Warwick, we're dealing with an alcoholic in a fragile emotional state who's experiencing delusions and hallucinations, admits to backsliding. Now, isn't there great risk that any amount of drinking could increase her potential for dangerous or unstable behavior?
She found herself in a situation that no one should have to endure. She's handling that situation. She's doing as much as she possibly can to remain in control.
But is she in control? I think not.
That is not fair. You can't analyze.
Dr. Maroney, I don't want to have to warn you again. Strike counsel's last remark.
Dr. Warwick, your respect for Taylor Maroney is commendable, but what we're interested in here are the facts, as well as the welfare of a child. No further questions, Your Honor.
You may step down, Dr. Warwick.
Your Honor, we call Brooke Logan. Calling your attention to the evening of January 31st. Did something unusual happen that night?
Well, Taylor invited my fiance and myself over to dinner with her and Nick.
And that was unusual because...
Because Taylor and I are hardly friendly with each other. I mean, she would rather I stayed as far away from her as possible.
I see, but you did agree to the dinner.
Yes.
And during the course of the evening, did it become apparent to you that Taylor Maroney had some sort of ulterior motive or different objective?
Yes. She invited a surprise guest, a minister. She admitted that she wanted the minister to marry Rich and me right there on the spot.
And you didn't go along with this?
No, I have a different idea of how I want my wedding to go.
And how did Taylor Maroney react when you didn't go along with this plan of hers?
Not so well. I mean, she said that it just proved that I was still in love with Nick and that I wanted to ruin her life and ruin her family. And she saw a glass of wine sitting there, so she threatened to drink it. But she didn't. She just smashed it against the wall.
Thank you, Miss Logan. No further questions, Your Honor.
The fiance you mentioned, Ridge Forrester, is that correct?
Yes.
Have you and Mr. Forrester been married before?
Yes.
And this current engagement, has it gone on for some time?
Several months, I think.
Is there some reason for the delay?
Now, if you're suggesting that I'm still attracted to Nick.
Okay, no. I was just curious. On the night in question, did you see Dr. Maroney take a drink?
No.
Have you, at any time in recent months, seen her take a drink?
No.
Oh, one last question. Did you sign a document pertinent to the Maroney infant relinquishing any claim on the child?
Yes, but I didn't agree not to care for that child's welfare.
No further questions, Your Honor.
You may step down, Ms. Logan. Thank you.
Mr. Maroney, how do you feel about being in court today for these proceedings?
Uncomfortable would probably be the word. Hey, Judge, would you mind if I spoke for a minute?
Certainly. Mr. Maroney, I'd like to hear what you have to say.
Taylor is an extraordinary woman. A woman I'm proud to have called my wife. Even though we're divorcing, I have deep feelings for her, and I always will. But she has gone through an extremely difficult and emotional experience, as you've heard testified. She's recently taken our infant son from our home to her home and is caring for him alone. Now, it would be irresponsible of me if I didn't object to this, which is why we're in court today, because I can't live another day or night wondering if my son is in safe hands. You've heard testimony of her recent behavior, of her turning to alcohol. This is all factual. And Taylor is a very strong and confident woman when she is together, but right now she is not together. In fact, I think that she is in crisis. She has admitted having difficulty bonding with our son, delusional behavior, hallucinations, and she's admitted to drinking again. And I can personally attest to the fact that she has battled difficulty with overwhelming rage in our home together.
Why? Why are you doing this? Why?
Dr. Maroney?
Why?
Your Honor, I love this woman, and I don't want to be here in this court. And what has happened to her is not her fault. But as a man and as a father, I have to do what's best.
I love that baby.
Well, then you should understand what I'm doing is what's best for this child. I don't want to take your boy from you. And you can be an amazing mother when you're healthy. But honey, you are not healthy right now. In fact, I think that you're unstable, and I'm not going to let an infant child in your care alone. I'm sorry for what's happened to you. I'm sorry for what it's done to you, but we've got to live in the reality of today. And the reality is, in my opinion, that the safest and best choice for our son is to not be in your care.
I think Mr. Maroney has said it all. His reasons for asking for full custody of his child are evident. I have nothing further.
You wish to cross-examine?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, I certainly do. You testified you love your wife. Is that true?
Yes.
Would you say she's been a devoted, caring, loving wife?
I would.
So you love her. You say she's devoted to you, and yet she's left you, Mr. Maroney. Can you explain that?
Taylor left because she felt it was the best thing for her. There were issues in the marriage that she couldn't quite live with or get past, issues that weren't her fault.
Issues. Would that perhaps be another woman?
No, not in the way you mean. No.
What way would that be?
There was no affair, there was no infidelity.
The other woman, is she here in this courtroom?
She is.
Are we speaking of Brooke Logan, seated over there behind your counsel table?
Yes,
Weren't you married to Brooke Logan at one time, Mr. Maroney?
I was.
Before the separation, had Brooke Logan been a frequent visitor to your home since the birth of your child?
Or she'd been there, I don't know if I would call it frequently.
She comes to help you with the child.
She does.
Tell us, Mr. Maroney, you still have very deep feelings for Brooke Logan, do you not?
I do, but I would never act on them. I always made my wife and child a priority.
I have nothing further for this witness.
You have anyone else you wish to call, Mr. Logan?
No, Your Honor.
May step down. Thank you, Mr. Maroney. Call you first witness.
We call Dr. Taylor Maroney. Dr. Maroney, this has been quite an eventful year for you, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
Brief marriage, new baby, now moving toward divorce.
It's all happened very fast.
Tell us about your family, your older children.
I have 3 children. I have twins, young ladies. One of them is here today, Phoebe. My other daughter, Steffi, she's studying in Europe. Phoebe works here with her father's business at Forrester Creations, and Thomas is making a name for himself. He works overseas in the fashion industry at Forrester International.
You must be very proud.
Yes, I am.
Still, with your family grown, it must have been daunting to think about having another baby.
No, I was happy to have a second chance to start a new family, and I wanted a baby very much. I knew that my husband wanted to have a child of his own, and so it seemed worth it.
Do you still feel that way?
Yes. Well, I wish it had turned out differently, but yes, I wanted that baby very much. And I love the baby. And I know that Nick does too. I'm very proud that I was able to give you a son.
It's obvious that there's a lot that's positive between you and Nick Maroney. Are you certain there's no hope for the marriage?
Unfortunately, yes.
Was there a specific incident, something that happened that caused you to decide to leave the marriage?
My husband told me that he loves Brooke Logan, and he always will.
That must have hurt.
It's like being stabbed.
Still, he says he wanted to continue in the marriage.
Well, you know, when you love someone and you vow to spend the rest of your life with them, you don't really feel very happy if you think you only have half their heart. And I didn't think it would be a very good way for us to try to live like that. And actually, I sort of thought that we were going to work things out and come up with some kind of fair arrangement. I never expected that my husband would try to steal my child from me.
I am not trying to steal this child.
Mr. Logan, please ask
That's
your
not
client
the
to
case
sit down.
here at all.
Mr. Maroney,
That's not
please,
what I'm trying
order,
to do
order.
here.
Quiet in the courtroom, please, or I'll have it cleared.
Dr. Maroney, we've heard testimony that you're an alcoholic.
Recovering alcoholic.
Recovering. How much are you drinking these days?
I'm not.
You're not drinking today, but you have recently.
I backslid a little bit, but that is not happening now.
It's not happening now. Can you guarantee this court that it won't happen again? You're a known alcoholic. You've admitted to backsliding. Your husband and your psychiatrist say that you're experiencing delusions and hallucinations. Your husband says that you're sometimes overcome by rage. Are they lying?
No, they're not lying, but...
Okay, they're not lying. So what if you're at home alone with your baby and you start experiencing these delusions or hallucinations? What if you're overcome by rage? Or maybe you just get confused because you've been drinking. Can you guarantee this court at all for the safety and welfare of this child?
You're making it out like I am some kind of terrible mother. I am not this distorted picture that you are painting me to be, Storm, and you know it. Everything would have been fine. Nick and I would still be together. Everything would have been just fine if it wasn't for your sister. Judge, you know what? I don't even think you understand what's really going on here. This has nothing at all to do with me. It has nothing at all to do with Nick. It has nothing to do with the baby. It has everything to do with her. Brooke Logan, his sister. We wouldn't even be in this courtroom right now if it wasn't for her. Your Honor, that woman, Brooke Logan, is on a mission to make my life a living hell. She's stolen not one, but two of my husbands. I was married to Ridge Forrester. We had a wonderful marriage. He's the father of my 3 children. We were very happy until she forced her way into that marriage and she ruined it. She ruined everything. But that is nothing compared to what she did to my marriage with Nick Maroney. You wouldn't believe the way she insinuated herself into our lives. Yes, I thought I was through with her. I thought I was free from her in my life. But no, she found a way to get herself intertwined into the deepest, most intimate part of our life. Just look at her right now. Look at her, Judge. Look where she's sitting. She's sitting right behind my husband. And sitting with her is her daughter, Bridget, my trusted in vitro doctor. You see, Judge, Bridget, her daughter, used the wrong eggs. She implanted the wrong egg. She used her mother's egg. Her mother, Brooke Logan, that's whose child I carried. Oh, I know that, they've told me that it's like a little accident, some kind of mix-up that happened in the lab, but this has been an absolute nightmare for me. I mean, really, who wouldn't be pushed to the limit? Who wouldn't want to take a drink? Really? But I'm telling you that I take full responsibility for that. Just like I take responsibility for the darkest time in my life when I had some drinks and I had a terrible accident and it claimed the life of one of our family members. I live with that pain and that guilt every day. There are still times that I wish that I had been the one that died. But I found a way to move on with my life, and I went to AA, and I got myself together, and you gotta know that I would never want to run that risk again. I would never, ever want to go through what I've gone through before. I know I have to be careful. I know that I can't drink. I know that I shouldn't drink, and I am not going to drink. Have I been pushed to the brink? Am I fighting for my sanity? Yes. Yeah, I am. But the only way that I'm going to be able to hold on to my sanity is if I have my child. He's all I have. Please don't let Brooke take anything else away from me. I've lost everything to her. I need something to hold on to. I need my child.
I'm going to review the testimony. I'll give my ruling shortly.
All rise. Come to order.
Please be seated. Dr. Maroney, what we've heard here today is a remarkable story. I can only imagine the anguish and heartache that you've had to go through as a result of what happened in the lab. Under normal circumstances, a child of these tender years should be taken care of by the mother. That's a prevailing principle of law, one which this court generally prefers to honor. I've given this a great deal of thought here, but circumstances in this case are anything but normal. Dr. Maroney, as sympathetic as I am to what you've gone through, my obligation in this court is not to address your needs and desires, but the needs of the child. Given the instability which you've shown repeatedly, which would be exacerbated would you ever to reuse alcohol, I cannot in good conscience allow you to remain caretaker for this child.
What?
Dr.
What are
Maroney,
you saying?
it is evident to me that you want very much to be able to take care of your child. To that end, I want you to undergo psychiatric evaluation and, if necessary, therapy. Meanwhile, I'm placing the infant Jack Hamilton Maroney in custody of his father, Dominic Maroney.
No, wait!
Provisions for supervised visitation.
Taylor,
No!
please.
No, you can't do this,
I'm
please.
sorry, Dr. Maroney. I must rule in the interests of the child.
No, you can't just give my baby to Brooke. She's already taken everything else from me. Please, no!
attorneys would meet in my chambers. We'll go over the terms of visitation, the provisions for surrendering the child. Counselors, court's adjourned.
Please stay calm. I'll be back. How can you do this to me? You said you loved me. You said you cared about me. How can you do this? How can you just give my baby to Brooke? Why? What kind of a man are you? Why? Why would you let this happen?
Taylor, I will be looking after our son, not Brooke.
No, why? Why is she sitting there with you? Why? Because I know that you love her and you want her with you and you want to raise that baby together. I know it, I know.
No, Taylor, please. It's not like that.
Yes, it is. I carried the baby that you both wanted. I gave you my baby.